Hello everyone, my name is Pawan Malwal and today I'm going to show you a way to have a virtual machine with Hadoop services or Hadoop cluster installed in your laptop because I've come across many people saying that they do not have a Hadoop cluster at home or they struggle to have this Hadoop cluster up and running. And yes, it is a tedious task. It took me 2 days when I tried to install the Hadoop cluster for the first time, and that was just a basic cluster with just some of the Hadoop services and Hive running. But with this way, you can have many other services like Spark, Hive, running in your laptop, and you can make use of it for the learning purpose. So we do it with the help of Sandbox. Sandbox is nothing but a straight pre-configured learning environment that contains the latest development from Apache Hadoop, specifically Hortonworks data platform, which is also known as HTTP. So the Sandbox comes packaged in a VM, a virtual environment that can run in your personal machine, and it allows you the learning of the Hadoop and also exploring HTTP. That's nothing but the Hadoop data platform. So let's get started. There are some prerequisites for it. So the first one is your VM player. You need to have a latest VM player installed, and if you want to run some of the latest Sandbox, you need to have VM Workstation 15 player, because I tried running um, the latest version of Sandbox with older version of VM player, but it did not work, and because of that I had to install this 15 player. So make sure you have this. Okay, so the first thing is we need to download the Sandbox from Hortonworks website. So for that we need to go to the Hortonworks website. So just type Hortonworks. Okay, click on hortonworks.com. It will take you to their welcome screen. Click on product. Okay, and click on the Sandbox under software download. You'll open the download page. So you see the Cloudera solutions here. So Cloudera and Hortonworks are the same company now. A year back also, Cloudera acquired Hortonworks. Earlier they were into similar kind of business, and that's the reason you see the solution provided by both the companies in this page. So for us, Hortonworks Sandbox is a requirement, so we are going to click on download the Hortonworks Sandbox. Once you click on it, it will take you to the download page, Hortonworks HTTP. Okay, so it comes with Hadoop, Apache Spark, Apache Hive, HBase, Druid, and Data Analytics Studio. So click on download now. Okay, so it will ask you for the installation type. So as we are using the VM player, I'm going to select the VMware image. If you have got VirtualBox, you can even try this. I've got VMware, so I'm going to select this and click on Let's Go. You're supposed to provide your information or your personal details. Click for self-learning, provide your personal detail. So I'll just add my personal details and come back. So once you give all your personal details and click continue, it will take you to this page. Say I accept conditions and click submit. After that, it would allow you to download the VMware. So HDP VMware 301 is the latest one, but I would recommend you to try this 265, because the other prerequisite to run this Sandbox is to have minimum 16 GB of RAM, and it's a pretty huge file. This 301 is 20 GB file, and 265 is around 15 GB file, and it takes a while to download it. So that's the reason I had kept it for downloading yesterday night, and I think it took around 4.5 hours to download that 15 GB file. Okay, so I would suggest you to try this, because this is the one I'm gonna install, and it has most of the services with the recent versions like Hadoop, I think, yeah, it has Hadoop 273 version, which is good enough for your practice and developing the programs in Hadoop. Yeah. So click on this 265 version. Will start downloading, and as I just said, it's 15 GB file, and it's gonna take some time to download. Depends on your internet speed. So I already have it downloaded, so I will cancel it. Okay, so I've kept the downloaded VM image here. It is 15 GB. Okay, so once you have this image ready, you can import it in VM player. And how we do it is, you say open a virtual machine. Okay, go to the path where you have this image, select this and say open. I'm not going to do that because I already have it imported, because it takes a while to import it, maybe 15-20 minutes. Okay, so I have already kept it imported in this, so I'll just cancel it, and this is how you get it. And once you have this VM image imported here, we need to change the virtual machine setting, because the requirement of the RAM is little higher here, and by default I think it expects you to have 8 GB of RAM, but if you have 16 GB, I would suggest you to give 12 GB of RAM, so that you will have most of the service up and running smoothly. And if you give little lesser RAM, probably it will slow down your VM and other application on Windows. And also the other important thing is, you need to have minimum 120 to 150 GB of available space in the drive where you are gonna install this image. Okay, so do that and press OK. I already had done it, so it will take 15-20 minutes to import for you guys, but I already have it imported. I'm just gonna play it. Click on play virtual machine. It will take maybe 4 to 5 minutes, or maybe lesser, to start the VM. So first time it takes a little more time, but as I had already started it, so it's not gonna take much time for me. Okay, as you see, it's already started. So this VM is configured on the Docker container. Okay, and yeah, so it is ready. So that's it. Your cluster is up. Your Hadoop cluster is up and running with the help of Ambari. And Ambari is nothing but another open source administration tool deployed on top of Hadoop cluster. And it is responsible for keeping track of running applications and their status. So you can also refer Ambari as a web-based management tool that manages and monitors the Hadoop cluster health. Okay, so yeah, so we see the IP and the port here, and this is for your VMware. In case you have downloaded VirtualBox, you need to log in like this. So I'm gonna make use of this IP and port 1080 to log into the Ambari page. uh, Initially it may take some time to start Ambari, so it may not come up at the very first time you enter this IP and port. So let's just give it a try. I already have the, yes, so you see this 80, yeah, 8080 port here. So try it with 8080. If 1080 doesn't come up, you try with 8080, because for me it was showing the bad gateway. Okay, so click on this, and this is the username and password, Maria_dev. This is given by the Hortonworks, so make sure you provide this password. Previous version of Ambari had admin as username and password, which is changed in recent versions. So enter Maria_dev and click sign in, and yeah, which would take you to the welcome page or the login page of your Ambari, and you see all the services up and running. Okay, so most of the services down. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll go to service and do restart all, which would restart all my service. So I would suggest you to do it at the very first time. Okay, click confirm. It will take little a while, so I'm just gonna stop this video for now, and in my next video I'm gonna show you how to log in and work with the services running on this machine. Okay, so for now, bye bye.